Hey lovely students, welcome to my YouTube English grammar classes. In the previous lesson, I spoke to you about nouns and also the categories of nouns. Now, stepping into the next category, we have pronouns. We have a little idea of what is pronoun and what function they do. I am here to explain you the various types of pronoun. Now, pronouns, they help us to replace nouns in a sentence. I'll tell you a few sentences and then I want you to look into that. How do they sound? I have a dog. His name is Goldie. Goldie loves to go for a walk. Goldie loves to play with me. Goldie loves to eat snacks. Now, I'll change the format of the sentence. I have a dog. His name is Goldie. He loves to go for a walk. He loves to play. He loves to eat snacks. Now, I hope you understood the difference. In the previous sentence, the usage of the name Goldie, it was sounding too much of repetition and it was also a little boring. In the second one, I shortened it and I replaced the name Goldie with the pronoun he. So, that is how they work. Pronouns help us to shorten the sentence, give them a precise meaning and also make them a little less boring, and also they help us to avoid the repetition of the usage of nouns. Now, we have two examples over here. Do you have a book? I want it. Do you have a book? I want it. So this word it, this pronoun it, is replacing the noun book. Then, I'm waiting for my sister. I think she is late. Sister is replaced by the pronoun she in the sentence. I hope it's clear for you all. Then, pronouns come in different categories. There are personal pronoun, possessive pronoun, demonstrative pronoun, indefinite pronouns, reflexive pronouns. In this session, I'll just talk about personal pronoun and how do they function. Now, personal pronoun, there are of two kinds, subject pronoun and object pronoun. We need to understand these two pronouns. They help us to determine how do we use these pronouns in a sentence in a very systematic and appropriate places. Then, subject pronoun, the meaning. Subject pronoun are those pronouns which perform the action in a sentence. Object pronoun, they receive an action in the sentence. I'll repeat this one. Subject pronoun, they perform action. Object pronoun, they receive an action. I'll give you examples. I am teaching you. I am teaching you. So, I, who is performing the function here? I. Who is performing the action? I. I becomes a subject pronoun in this sentence. Who is receiving the action? You. You becomes an object pronoun. Yes, I'll change the sentence now. You are listening to me. You are listening to me. Who is performing the action? You, because you are listening to me. To whom you are listening? Who is receiving the action? Me. Yes, me becomes an object pronoun. It is simple now. Subject pronoun, they perform the action in a sentence. Object pronoun, they receive the action in the sentence. Here we go. I have the list. I, subject pronoun, me becomes the object pronoun. When I is subject pronoun, me becomes the object pronoun. You will remain the same no matter if it is subject pronoun or object pronoun. Then he, when he is subject pronoun, him becomes the object pronoun. When she is the subject pronoun, her becomes the object pronoun. We is the subject pronoun, us becomes the object pronoun. They, subject pronoun, them becomes the object pronoun. For it remains the same again. You and it, they remain the same irrespective of whether it is subject pronoun or object pronoun. I have put a few examples for you here. I have put the options as well. We will read with both the options and see which one suits better in that place so that you will recognize how subject and object pronoun work in the sentences. I or me gave my book to he or him. Yes? Who is performing the action here? I. I gave my book to him. Yes? I is a subject pronoun. Him is an object pronoun. You can't begin the sentence with me. Me is what? It's an object pronoun. It only receives the action. It does not perform an action. He cannot come in the end because he has to perform an action. He cannot receive an action because he is subject pronoun and him is an object pronoun. So, I gave my book to him. Then, she or her talked to we or us. She talked to us. She, it's a subject pronoun. Us is an object pronoun. Then, you called them or you called they. Yes, they is an object pronoun here because it is receiving an action. They cannot come because they is a subject pronoun. It is not performing an action. You, as I said, it remains the same for both subject and object pronoun. Then, it touched I or it touched me. It touched me because me is receiving an action. It's an object pronoun. Then, we or us went to meet they or them. We went to meet them. Yes, we went to meet them. We is a subject pronoun. Them is an object pronoun. You can't say we went to meet they. It doesn't sound right at all. So, I think with these examples you are quite clearer how subject and object pronouns function in a sentence and how do you recognize them and use them properly. I hope you liked the video. If you like, give it a like and also subscribe and share. Thank you everyone.